Hi friends, Melissa Kerman here with Melissa's Crafting Treehouse. I want to share with you a project today, super simple, that was inspired by this Valentine treat that I did a video on a few weeks ago. And I wanted a more masculine version of it. It was for Valentine's Day. So I came up with this design right here. And it was inspired by this card over here that we did at a recent Clean and Simple Cards class. So I'm going to just take you through the basics and not go into a whole lot of detail, but just give you some tips and stuff. So let's get started. So the first thing I did was I used my white craft pad and I stamped one of the images from the Going Global stamp set. I love the stamp set. It's in the Occasions catalog. And I used the white craft, as I said. And then I punched out the corners using this triple what is it called? Curvy Corner Trio Punch, which I love because it has 3 different punches in one. And if you look closely on this one, you'll see that this scallop is a little bigger than that one. So there is a trick to doing this correctly. So I'm going to show you that right now. So you're going to start by, of course, putting the piece of cardstock into the corner and punch it. And then each time you punch it, you turn the paper over. Because I've stamped on this paper, you can see that I am, in fact, turning it over. So turning it again, and then turning it again. And there we go. I have my lovely shape. There you go. And then on the original one that I did, you can see I did actually punch the folded piece right here. Technically, you're not supposed to do that, so beware. If you do it and you break your punch, I'm not responsible. Anyway, I did it and it worked. So, and I really love how it turned out. So here's my assembled piece right here. And you can see I've assembled the front piece as well. The back side has dimensionals on it, and I'm just going to attach that to the front. This element right here, also stamped from the Going Global stamp set, and I stamped it in my smoky slate and punched out with my 2-inch circle punch. And then the word I stamped with my basic black archival ink and my heart punch. And I love the shape of that heart. So, and the heart has dimensionals on the back side as well. So that's kind of the basics of that. Now I did do another version of this, and it was a little bit simpler, a little bit more closely designed after the card. And there's a couple little things on here that I want to show you. If you look closely, you'll see that there's some holes along the outside edge of the big circle and along the outside edge of the smaller circle. This is 1 1/4 inch circle punch. This is a 2 1/2 inch circle punch. And the paper piercing is what it's called, and you're going to use this mat and your paper piercing stencil, and you can see, kind of, maybe, that there's a circle, a bunch of circle shapes right there. So I just took my 2 1/2 inch circle, lined it up so that the second row of holes are lined up with the outside edge, and then I poked holes with my paper piercing tool in the third row of holes. And obviously I'm not going to do all that, but you get the point. And then I did the same thing for that inside circle before I attached it, of course. And that does have dimensionals on the back side as well. So pretty straightforward. And then, of course, I, just as far as the assembly is concerned, took my piece of cardstock. This full piece measures, let's see, 4 1/4 by 6 1/2, and then, of course, it's folded in half. And then I put some adhesive on the inside. Took my cello bag with my chocolate, attached it, and then stapled it in the center, and then attached this to the front. So as simple as that. So there we go. My lovely little treats, masculine and feminine versions. And of course the masculine versions are good for any time of year. It doesn't necessarily have to be Valentine's Day. I think they're pretty neutral that way. So I hope you enjoyed this, and if you liked it, subscribe to my YouTube channel and check out my blog. There's a link down below, and I'll have all the details on my blog as well for the dimensions for the masculine version of my project. And have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching. Bye.